Keep going. Okay, jeez.
What up, Power Physique family? So, did I get you guys amped up with that intro or what? Better be a yes, or you guys are boring. Let's lift some heavy weights. Let's jump right into it. Today I'm going to take you guys through a leg and back workout, and if you want to see that set from the intro, keep watching. I usually do 2 leg day a week. I like to start one workout off of heavy squats, and the other I like to begin with heavy deadlifts. So you're seeing the second leg day of the week from me. I gotta say, I'm really happy with how my deadlift lockout is looking. My glutes are my weakest muscle group, so that's always given me problems in my deadlift. I get the weight off the floor no problem with my quad strength, my back's real strong, but I know the one thing that's holding me back from a 600-pound deadlift will be the glutes. So I'm going to show you guys today what I've been doing to address that issue. If you know me, you know I love incorporating waves into my training. Today we're doing a 5-3-1 wave. This is the first of 2 waves. For deadlifts, I like keeping the rep range lower, so that's why we're doing 5-3-1. Had Milana with me today. She just wrapped up nursing school, so she's officially done now, but the last couple months she's been really busy. She hasn't been able to train as much, but as you can see, if you have sufficient muscle mass, you know how to lift, the strength is still going to be there.
It's a secret, eh?
That's right.
Are you a UFC fighter? Easy.
All joking aside, the Mouthguard is the real deal. A lot of you have asked me on my Instagram story what I wear. I wear the 6DS from New Age Performance. Y'all need to sponsor me, by the way, because I love this product. I initially got it because my dentist said I needed a mouthguard since I was creating microchips in my teeth from clenching my jaw so hard when I was lifting heavy. I love it though because it actually makes me stronger. I can grind harder and clench even harder without messing up my teeth, so I can actually exert more force. I thought it was a gimmick at first, but it honestly does everything as advertised. I wouldn't recommend anything to you guys unless it truly works for me, or else I would feel like a fucking liar. This thing has worked so well for me that I'm on my 2nd pair, and I even got my own girlfriend one, and now she's a believer, so try it out. Lana hasn't deadlifted in a long time, and she's getting right back into training, so I needed to establish where her strength was at. I told her that if she went for 4 plates, that I would go for 5, so here we are.
Oh my god. It's not fair. It's not fair.
It's a Mouthguard, right? Make it fly, you got this. Yeah, easy. Okay. Repping it. Got another one. Keep going. Okay, jeez.
This was a touch and go rep PR for me. I actually haven't deadlifted in a couple weeks prior to this just because I'm trying to do other things in my training, like train more frequently. I used to train 4 days a week, now I do 5, and with more training days in a week, I find that the deadlift can really hinder my recovery if I'm not careful, so that's why some weeks I don't deadlift at all. At the start of the video, I talked about how my lockout has improved a ton due to my glutes getting stronger. These walking lunges are definitely helping with that. Make sure you're doing them like how I'm doing them, where I'm going from the bottom right into the next lunge. This way will tax the glutes much more compared to if you were to stand up completely and have your feet set side by side before going into the next lunge. These are so good as well because they're unilateral exercise, which is vastly important for muscular imbalances, especially if you got one leg that's stronger than the other. You need to be doing unilateral exercises. They absolutely murder your quads. It's a crazy, crazy bang for your buck exercise. One of my favorites lately, even though it's brutal as hell. Make sure you do them because the training economy on this one is amazing. After those lunges, we did a ton of glute ham raises, 3 sets of 20 to be exact. I was just trying to get a ton of blood into my hamstrings, as this was the main hamstring movement for the day. I love the glute ham raise because it can work the hamstrings so well without me even having to add extra weight or resistance. I was definitely smoked after the top set of deadlifts, so this was nice.
Alright, so you guys noticed that I use straps for deadlifts today. It's the off season. I just want to give my low back a break from the mixed grip. So I'm not too concerned about my grip strength because I can work that in other ways. Like this right here. Keep the weight. So, no straps needed. We just need some chop.
Woke up one morning, had this real ass motherfucker talking about the side of his neck.
Exercises like dumbbell rows, you're gonna build your grip.
If I had to pick a top 3 move for back, dumbbell rows is definitely going in that top 3. When it comes to deadlift accessories, this is one of the best exercises to improve your deadlift. Every time my dumbbell row has been very strong, so has my deadlift. So do your dumbbell rows. To conclude my lower body work, I hopped on the belt squat machine. Apex is one of the few gyms in the city that has this awesome piece of equipment, so definitely pay a visit if you want to use it. This machine is great for anyone looking to work their legs but has some sort of low back issue. It allows you to really load up the weight for the legs without putting any additional load on your spine, like a traditional barbell squat where the weight would be on you. I made the choice to go with this today because my low back was pretty fried from the deadlifts. It's also nice because you can take a wider stance and hit the quads, hips, and glutes in a position different from your regular squat stance. I suspect that this machine also transfers over extremely well to sumo deadlifting. I've been having a client do this lately and his sumo deadlift is just shooting up. He actually just hit an all-time best PR. Shout outs to you, Karsten, my shooter. Keep doing your thing. Keep making those gains, bruh. I always like ending my leg day with some core, and here's what I did. I actually learned this funky looking exercise from Ben Bruno. He's always got innovative stuff, but what I like about his exercises are that they always make sense. These are great for teaching people how to engage their core. Here's how you do it. Start by squeezing the ball between your feet, ankles, and shin. The straighter your legs are and the closer it is to the ground, the harder it will be. From there, lift your head off the ground. Have your lower back completely flat and pressed against the ground at all times. This is the most important part. If you're arching, your lower back is not flat, so do the opposite of that. Do that, and you'll work your core. The ball simply adds resistance, and the band you may think makes it harder, but it simply allows you to lock in and keep good position. That is how I like to train legs and back. Let me know in the comments how it goes. If you do this workout, I would love to hear your feedback. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And I would greatly appreciate it if you could share with a friend or two. Thank you for watching. Coach D, out.